mechanisms of the medicine. And one of the hypotheses is the neurotransmitter hypothesis. The neurotransmitter hypothesis proposes that the operation development is closely linked to reduced levels of abnormal function and decrease the sensitivity of neurotransmitter 5-HT, NE, and DA, and their receptors with the central nervous systems. Another hypothesis is neurotropic hypothesis. Depression-mediated hippocampal neuroplasticity damage is associated with brain-derived neurotropic factor BDNF expression. And another hypothesis is immune inflammatory axis regulation, include cytokine-mediated neuroimmune response, T-cell substrate balance, and metabolism epigenetic regulation. Another hypothesis is modulation of the HPA axis. Patients with depression are often accompanied by hyperfunction of the HPA axis, which is mainly manifested by increased levels of hormones such as CRH and GC. And another hypothesis is the improvement of gut microbiota, because microbiota is very important in our health. So in the depression is so. Gut microbiota affects the level of inflammatory factors, and it may lead to HPA axis overactivity and abnormal expression of hippocampus protein. And it can affect the production of neurotransmitter. Part 3 is the representative research case. Through data mining of 430 traditional Chinese medicine patients, we found 11 kind of Chinese herb had a usage frequency to induce to the depressed. For example, Babylon Chinese is the dried root of Babylon Chinese. In recent years, more than 250 compounds were isolated and identified from this kind of herb, especially lutein, purulin, and quercetin, cyclosaponin, and cyclosaponin A have been successfully reported to have antidepressant effects. Another example is lettuce peony alba. It's the dried root of a peony lactiflora pore. And the antidepressant effect of this herb is mainly attributed to its monoterpene glycosides, especially phenylphthalein and albuphthalein. Another example is saffron. Saffron, in my team, we do many research about saffron, about his compounds and his pharmacological effects. And the most function include it can relieve depression and calm nerves, etc. A large number of modern clinical research have shown that several have the antidepressant effects. And some clinical studies have shown that several has fewer adverse reactions than fluoxetine, imipramine, and citalopram, and is highly safe. Have lower adverse effect. And C2265 is a compound extracted from the several imidine. It has antidepressant effect equivalent to fluoxetine, and fluoxetine is the normal chemical drugs, which can enhance the exercise ability of depressed mice, improve depression like behavior, and protect hippocampal neutral cells. And this compound significantly regulates the MEK and ERK signaling pathway, and upregulate the expression of CREB protein. It can significantly unregulate the protein content of CREB and ERK1/2 in the hippocampus, and downregulate the protein content of MKP1 and pro-BDNF, thereby exerting antidepressant effects. And this compound can significantly regulate the gut microbiota structure of the depressed mice. So we also find that this compound can regulate the metabolism of metabolites by adjusting the gut microbiota. And another Chinese very famous herb is 加味逍遥丸, and this Chinese herb is composed of nine herbs. We can see it have the rapid antidepressant effect and have the regulatory effect on key proteins. Another famous capsule of Chinese is 疏肝解郁胶囊 pill, and this capsule composed of two kinds of Chinese herb, has the effects of soothing the liver and relieving depression, strengthening the spleen and calming the nerves. After HD treatment, CUMS-induced depression like behavior in rats was reversed. Part 4. Representative research case of aromatherapy. Yeah. Aromatherapy is a method that uses the natural plant spices or the aromatic essential oils to alleviate, prevent, or treat certain. It has many advantages. For example, high permeability, rapid metabolism, and no accumulation, low toxicity, and easy penetration of the blood-brain barrier. Over the past decade, essential oils have become increasingly popular in China as complementary medicines for relieving depression and anxiety. This is because I think this is because a growing number of natural aromatic Chinese herbal plants supported by the theory of traditional Chinese medicine and have demonstrated unique efficacy in the treatment of depression. The following table lists some essential oils that have anti-anxiety and anti-depression effects, including sulfur oil and frankincense oil here. This essential oil have the anti-depression effects. This is several essential oil. We do it in my research team. And this oil may exert anti-poison effects by modulating BDNF synthesis, anti-inflammatory actions, and the regulation of metabotropic glutamate receptors and DA receptors and 5-HT receptors. And several essential oils may exert antidepressant effects by suppressing HPA axis hyperactivity and neuroinflammation. Now I will say some about frankincense essential oil. This oil is recognized for its pungent dispersing and warm unblocking proteins. In China, it exhibits blood activity and qi moving. Do you know qi? It's some difficult to explain. Yeah, and in Chinese medicine, we have the qi moving effects. And during the Middle Tang and Song dynasty, the trade of frankincense reached its peak and became a national spice in China. It was used for incense medicine, especially its important medicinal material in traditional Chinese surgery. It's maybe some different from here. And frankincense essential oil extract alleviates depression and anxiety in RPS-induced animal models by reducing IL-6 and TNF-alpha levels, demonstrating anti-inflammatory effects. And frankincense essential oil significantly behavior ameliorates depressive-like behaviors in CUM modulator mice and elevates serum 5-HT levels. Another very famous essential oil is rose. Rose essential oil enter the brain via the olfactory nerve to secrete the hormones and endorphins and caffeine, inducing a sense of mental comfort. And this oil exerts a certain sedative effect on the central nervous system when acting by aromatherapy. It's very famous, and the effect is very good. And part 5, I want to say some future challenge. Because the quality of the Chinese medicine is affected by planting, processing, and other linkers. So establishing digital quality standards is the key to the modernization of Chinese medicine, I think. And because there are great differences in the quality of Chinese medicine between batches is different. So I think strengthening the consistency evaluation research and improving the quality stability of the Chinese medicine are very important to development directions in the future. This is my topic. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Wang, for the nice and informative presentation. Professor, now I realize that we are not depressed because of the Frankinson here in the Salala. And thank you very much. If anyone want to collaborate, have any question related to her research, please email her. We have already provided the email ID in the abstract, and definitely there are lots of the email, you will get it, inshallah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the presentation. Now our next presenter is Professor Sinleshi. Professor Sinlin is absent. He couldn't make it possible to land here. So we are not lucky to have his presentation here. So so now we are going to the next group, that is the third group for this session. They are the young researcher of Dhofar University, Miss Madiha, Miss Fatima, and Miss Amal. However, today Miss Madiha, she will present about her research related to the synthesis of the nanoparticle via green method with application of wound healing or antimicrobial activity. She is young researcher. She is our student. So hopefully, what we are doing, she is like a mirror of us. So please, Miss Madiha.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Madiha Khalid Al-Awaid. I am a chemical engineer from Dhofar University. I'm graduated from this college, this university. Our project talk about microwave-assisted green synthesis of sulfur nanoparticle using a plant extract as antimicrobial additive for biopolymer-based wound dressing. I work with Dr. Shaukat. We are a group, but our group is we can't come today. Next slide, Doctor. Okay. Sulfur nanoparticle extract method. There is three types of sulfur nanoparticle extraction. There is a physical method, chemical method, and green extraction method. Why we choose green extraction method? Because the physical method, it is a complex equipment, and the chemical method, it's very dangerous and toxic. And the green extraction method, it's friendly, environmentally friendly. Green synthesis of sulfur nanoparticle. What is the green synthesis? It is a natural resource-based method for producing nanoparticles safely and effectively. Common benefit of these nanoparticles, it's low toxic and environmentally friendly compared to the traditional chemical method.
In introduction, we will talk about. Doctor, can you choose the last one? In the introduction, the last slide. No, before. Yeah, before. Also before. Doctor. Okay, in the introduction, we will talk about definition, benefits, and applications. What is the sulfur nanoparticles? It is the small parts of sulfur range from 1 to 100 nanometers in the size. And the properties, it is the antimicrobial activities and the high surface area. The applications, it is medical devices and water purification system. The aim of our project, it is our project covered the microwave-assisted green synthesis of sulfur nanoparticles using plant extract. It's focused on their antimicrobial role in biopolymer based on dressing for advanced medical applications. The reactions mechanism. We will do the reduction reaction. Sulfur ions in the sulfur nitrate solution interact with the extract's active ingredient, and the sulfur ion receive the electrons which reduce them to the sulfur nanoparticles, as we show in the equation. Active compounds in the extract, there is the two basic curcumine compounds and flavonoid compound. The curcumine compound, it is the main activities compounds in the turmeric, and it is responsible for the reduction process. Flavonoid compounds is a turmeric. In the turmeric, it's a compound that acts as a stabilizer. Prepare plant extract. We will collect the turmeric and the date, clean it, cutting, drying, and grinding the plant. Take 25 grams for the plants and mix it with 100 milli of distilled water, and heated at 60 degree for 30 minutes. And also make the other solution is sulfur nitrate from 1.7 milligram of sulfur nitrate with 100 milli of distilled water. And mix the two solutions together, solution of the extract and the solution of the sulfur nitrate, and put it together in the microwave for 180 seconds. And we see after that we see the changing in the color. That give us there is a nanoparticles. We take the solution and we do four tests. The characterization by UV spectrophotometer and the DDA, BC, and stability test. After that, we will talk about result and discussion. No need to know all the information. The UV spectrophotometer, as we see in the figure, the highest peak of the date, it gives us 428 nanometer, and the turmeric give us the highest peak give us 431 nanometer, and the shape of the nanoparticles, it is a sphere, or we can say it a ball. The second test, it is the DDA of nanometers by using SA. As we say in the ampicillin zone of inhibition, give us 3.6 centimeter, and the date zone of inhibition give us 1.7 centimeter, and the pure zone of inhibition give us 0, and the turmeric zone inhibition give us 1.5 centimeter. The DDA of nanoparticles E. coli give us the ampicillin, as we say, the ampicillin zone inhibition 3.4 centimeter, and the date 1.5 centimeter, and the turmeric give us 1.4 centimeter, and the pure also 0. The second test is antimicrobial test of BC with the SA. The result gives us the ampicillin zone of inhibition 3 centimeter, the pure also 0, the BC of the date gives us 1.3, the pure gives us 0, and the date gives us 1.2. The stability test, we take the two solutions in the refrigerator and see it every day and take a photo. As we see in this picture, the solution remains the stability for 49 days. And we take the photo every day, 49 days, and its stability. 3 months. In the conclusion, sulfur particles are developed using plant extract. The properties of the nanoparticles determined by using UV spectrophotometer, and the nanoparticles show the long time stability in the solution, and also the nanoparticles made in the date extract shows better antimicrobial effect agents in SA, and also the BC composite showed the same antibacterial effect in SA and also in E. coli. Give us the same result. And this is the reference. Okay, and thank you everyone interested with our project or need to help us to develop our project. Can you talk with me or with Dr. Shaukat by email?
Thank you very much, Ms. Mahdia, and definitely your supervisor, Dr. Shaukat. And thank you for your presentation. Our next presenter is Professor, really it's difficult for me to pronounce it very perfectly, Muntaha Al-Qattan. I'm really sorry for my bad pronunciation. She will, it's my pleasure to introduce again, I will say, Professor Muntaha Al-Qattan. She will present the effect of strawberry and almond in some physiological and biological traits of rabbits. This study explores how natural foods can influence health and biological function, giving us valuable insight into the role of diets in animal physiology. Please join me in welcoming Professor Muntaha Al-Qattan. Thank you very much.
Everyone. I'm from Iraq, University of Mosul, College of Science, Biology Department. ما يطلع.
So you have USB? You have USB? USB. The pen drive.
فلاش
Yeah, flash, yes. Yeah, flash. Somewhere flash, somewhere USB, somewhere pen drive. In India, pen drive. So no, it's okay. It's copied only shortcut. It's not full file here. It's a shortcut. Can we change it to the? Here is a shortcut. We cannot change it.
Shortcut?
Yeah. It's just supporting file. It's original. It's not original.
File shortcut?
Yeah, it's just file shortcut. It's cannot open.
Presentation on the desktop.
Where is the presentation on the desktop?
It's not here.
This one?
This is shortcut. It means this is one shortcut. This one shortcut. It's only possible if.
away.
You saved it here?
No,
Who saved it?
maybe it's she's.
Could you please transform to another exhibitor until she finds the flash?
She's the last.
Yes.
The problem is this, the presentation is in the 2003 PowerPoint, and we are using 2011.
No, she has just transfer the shortcut file.
Okay.
It's not full file.
Okay.
You have on your email or somewhere?
I'm so sorry.
Okay. It's okay. You are our guest, Professor. Sometime it can happen. Yes.
My research titled The Effect of Strawberry and Ammonia in some physiological and biochemical traits of life. Introduction. The liver was essential for metabolism, transporting and eliminating fats and lipoproteins, meaning that alternation in lipid profile during liver diseases indicate the extent of liver dysfunction typically. Individual seeks gastroenterological consultation upon detecting elevated ALT and AST enzymes level in their blood. This is why numerous studies have associated the diagnosis of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease with ALT-AST enzyme level within a clinical assessment. Numerous clinical investigations have demonstrated that increased serum creatinine is strongly linked to the risk of number of disorders, including diabetes and cardiovascular disease, even when it is within the normal range. Patients with fatty liver have a greater incidence and prevalence of chronic kidney disease. The prevalence of chronic kidney disease individual with HFA ranges from 44 to 42% according to several extensive investigations. Aim of study. Given the increasing prevalence of hepatic steatosis in both men and women, the current study sought to answer the following question in order to identify natural therapeutic strategies that reduce the risk of experimental hepatic steatosis with Riton. Is the risk of experimental hepatic steatosis in rabbits decreased by the polyphenols found in strawberries? Does the omega-3 fatty acid in almonds lower the chance of experimental hepatic steatosis in rabbits? Is omega-3 and vitamin E the best way to treat hepatic steatosis? Material and methods. Plants used in the study. Strawberries, almonds, designed for experiment. In this study, 100 male rabbits were randomly assigned to 10 groups, group 1 through group 10, with 10 rabbits in each group. After acquiring Triton from the central store of the University of Mosul, a solution was prepared with concentration of 300 milligrams per kilogram of body mass. As follows: control group rapid administration 300 milligram of tritone per kilogram of body weight. Rabbits given strawberry extracted polyphenols. Rabbit given strawberry extracted polyphenol with tritone. Rabbits provided ammon-derived omega-3. Rabbit provided ammon-derived omega-3 with tritone. Rabbits provide strawberry extracted polyphenols and omega-3 extracted from almonds. Rabbits provided polyphenols from strawberries and omega-3 from almonds with tritone. Rabbits given omega-3 vitamin E provided. The final group with vitamin E and omega-3 with tritone. The dose administered daily for 4 months. Result. Healthy liver. Steatosis liver. Estimation of 5 ml rabbits blood serum level of alanine aminotransferase ALT enzyme. The treatment with tritone, with the group treatment with tritone is increase ALT, and the group treatment with strawberry and almond is decrease ALT. Estimation of 5 ml rabbits blood serum levels of aspartate transaminase AST enzyme. The treatment with the tritone group is increase AST compared with other group. Estimation the urea content of male white rabbits blood serum. The treatment of polyphenols omega-3 is decrease urea. Estimation the creatinine content of male white rabbits blood serum. The treatment, the group treatment with the tritone is increase creatinine compared with all groups. Conclusions. The result showed that the polyphenols extracted.
Close. No.
Yes. Conclusion.
Next.
Yes. The results showed that the polyphenols extracted from strawberries and omega-3 extracted from almonds had a significant and effective effect in inducing the development of tritone-induced fatty liver disease or protecting against it. Treatment with polyphenols extracted from strawberries, omega-3 extracted from almonds, and omega-3 vitamin E showed effect on some enzymes, including decreased activity of the following enzyme ALT and AST. Treatment with tritone led to increased urea and creatinine concentration, while treatment with polyphenols extracted from strawberries, omega-3 extracted from almonds, and omega-3 vitamin E had the opposite positive effects. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much for the presentation, Professor. It was definitely informative and nice presentation, and thank you very much. If you have any question related to her research, or if you want to collaborate, you have her email ID, so you can ask there from there. And this is the last presentation for these tracks for this session. Inshallah, after tea we will meet again. Inshallah. Thank you very much. Thank you. There's tea, right? Yes. So we have tea break, which is refreshing. Yes. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? I have met you in the University of Buremi, correct?
Maybe
You are from Iran, correct?
Iraq.
Iraq. I met someone else.
I have presentation tomorrow.
Inshallah. Okay. So, hello, Professor Siva. How are you?
I'm good. I heard. جامعة الروعة هل أنا بعد البريك هذا والله ثلاثة وربع أنا ثلاثة وربع ثلاثة وخمس ساعات البريك
إذا تسمع بالوقت لأنه 5 ساعات تقريبا 3 إلا
أنا إذا كان حد غبي أنا ثلاثة وربع
أيوة عندك
ثلاثة وربع
دكتور شفاء
قبل
أيوة
يا مغزى المترجم أكيد يعني حد قبلي ها؟
أيوة دكتور شفاء قبلك بعدين أنت بعدك
السلام عليكم. حضرتك من إذا أتكلم عربي أحسن، ليش أتكلم إنجليزي؟ أتكلم بلغتي الأم. لا عفوا ممكن مش because there is many guests, yes, many guests, foreign guests. No. It is better. Yes. Good idea. Hey. حضرتك تخصصك؟
أنا أجروبايوتكنولوجي.
We call it plant biotechnology. Yes, plant agriculture and plant genetic engineering of the plant. Yes, like me. Yes. أنا أعمل في زراعة الأنتج النباتية وكذلك في يعني دائما أشتغل على نباتات العراق موصل احنا من جامعة بكرة إن شاء الله باراسيتولوجي. أنا بروفيسور باراسيتولوجي. مشرفة دكتور لؤي my supervisor during my MSc. ما شاء الله. يعجبهم اعتزازا بالجامعة. الله يحفظك. هذا من ذوقك. يعني تشوف حتى هسه بالجامعة يعني بإخلاص hard working. الله يحفظك. Since he was head of the department of biology, he was hard worker. يبنون بلدان. ولا ظلم ببقية البلدان. يعني كلها خير وبركة. ولكن هم العراقيين يعني هم أهل العلم. But the circumstances دائما مبدعين. Circumstances now are not like the past.
مسكر دكتور علي هذا هو هذا اللي كانت شبه فلاش دكتورة كانت تاخذ فلاش عشان ما في أي شيء.
فرقان شوف يعني في زق العدو كله ريكوردينج صح؟ الو محمد شوف قول لفرقان يسق العدو. محاضرة مع مين؟ انت؟ انت بتهذا؟
انا بدير الجلسة.
بديرها زين من بحاضر؟
ترى موجودين كل مرة واحد. فانت تعطيني هذا المايك اليدوي ولا؟
هذا مالك انت؟
اي
هذا بيكون عنده.
خلاص تمام ما يحتاج اليدوي هذا. اتس اوكي.
لا عشان القاع.
اوكي يعني هذا يكفلها
عشان البث.
اوكي والقاعة؟
القاعة
اي اعطيني اياه لانه بنبدا الان.
محمد بيبدون بعد شوية.
يعني دقيقتين بنبدا الان.
اول واحد بيبدا
هنا الدكتورة. هنا الدكتورة. Please, everyone have his seat. We're going to start. Good evening, everyone. To begin, I'd like to introduce my gratitude to the conference organizers, headed by Dr. Luay Rashan. This evening, we're going to have 5 or actually 4. It is in the program 5, but one of them is excused because of his some kind of personal conditions. We're going to have 4 presenters, and based on the program, each presenter have 15 minutes to present. Yes. And we appreciate that if we are adhere to the time in the program.
Yes.
And our first speaker will be Dr. Shifa Saleh from Iraq,
yes.
From Mosul University.
Yes.
So please start. The
Thank
floor
you
is
very
yours.
Much.
Yeah, welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I would like to give to express my thanks and deep thanks to and my gratitude to the presidency of Dhofar University and to the organizers of this conference, because they give me a chance to participate in this event. First of all, I would like to introduce my research under the title Ultrasonic Waves Induced Callus Induction and Plant Regeneration from the Medicinal Plant Cassia or Cassia aquatifolia. As we know, the genus Cassia, commonly referred to as Senna, includes substantial number of leguminous medicinal plants. It has been utilized for traditional medicine because it has many different natural compounds used in traditional different illness. This plant is widely distributed in all over the world. It is found in Saudi Arabia, India, Somalia, Egypt, and I think also it is found here in Sultanate of Oman. And it is very used in traditional medicine, as I said previously. Also, this important medicinal plant is accepted by the USA Pharmacopoeia according to its therapeutic properties against anemia, typhoid, toxicity, and cholera. The seeds and leaves of this important plant has many uses to treat many different cases like anti-tumor, anti-inflammatory, antifungal, antioxidant, hyperlipidemia, and so on. So because all these features of this important plant, it gets attention from researchers from different areas. Here, for us, we work on plant tissue culture. So Senna plants are rich in various phytochemicals, including anthraquinones, flavonoids, saponin, and glycosides. In plant tissue culture, we take a part of any different plant and culture these plants or make the all different parts of the plants like leaves, hypocotyls, cotyledon, and so on, culture them in a extinct condition on a sterilized medium in order to develop and give us a mass of undifferentiated cells, which call it callus. From this callus, as we know, this science, I mean plant tissue culture, depend on the base, which said that each cells can produce a whole plant if there is cultured on a suitable condition. So it is based on the theory, cell theory. Plant tissue culture, as we know, it is used widely for different applications. It is used for propagation of a plant or extraction of a medicinal compound from different plants. So it has become a dependable technique for producing high quantities of a plant. Ultrasound, also in tissue culture, we utilize the positive effect of ultrasound. What do we mean by ultrasonic waves? Ultrasonic waves is generated when a sound passes through a liquid medium. When passing through a liquid medium, so there is ultrasonic waves. There are two types of ultrasonic waves, depending on the frequencies of these waves. We have type 1, start from frequency 20% to 100 kilohertz. We call this type low intensity or low energy ultrasonic waves. And this type, we use it in different applications. The other type, or the second type of ultrasonic waves, we call it high intensity or high energy ultrasonic waves. Start from 100 to above kilohertz. Our aim is utilize, as I said, the application of ultrasonic waves in order to improve the medicinal plant senna or cassia aquatifolia. And we found that this technique used with a variety of plants and gave a positive effect. So the effect, either positive or negative, depending on what? Depending on the type of cells, which is exposure to these waves, and also depend on the frequency of ultrasonic waves. Materials and method. This study was carried out in plant tissue culture laboratory in Department of Biology, College of Education for Pure Sciences, University of Mosul. As we know, plant tissue culture could be done in a very sterile condition. So all processes, which include seed sterilization, culture of explant, callus culture, should be done in a sterile condition. So all these processes done under laminar airflow cabinet. The first stage of our work is sterilization of the seed, senna seeds. We take these seeds. As I said at the beginning, this plant related to leguminous plant, so we extracted the seeds. We surface sterilize them by using a solution of hypochlorite of sodium, 30% of commercial bleach, which is used in different commercial bleach. So after that, we rinsed or submerged these seeds in sterile distilled water in order to remove the water from it, and we culture these sterilized seed on an MS medium free from growth regulator, Morashig and Skog medium. This medium is a very famous or well-known medium in a plant tissue culture. But in order to achieve the sterilized seedling, which is used as a source of explant. The treated explant were cultured on the best medium for callus induction, which was MS plus 2 milligram per liter 2,4-D and 0.5 milligram per liter BA. All samples were incubated under 60 to 8 hours photo period, light and dark photo period in the growth room or growth culture. Results. The result indicated that exposure of various parts of cassia to 47.6 kilohertz frequency of ultrasound has an accelerated effect on callus induction. The time needed dependent for callus induction was reduced in most of the treatment, as shown in Table 1. Here, the different parts vary in their responses. As I said, the response of ultrasonic waves depend on the type of explant which is used. As we see, most of the treatment was very effective and stimulative, the callus induction from this medicinal plant. This is the callus of different parts. As we see, A represent the callus produced from hypocotyls exposed to 44 minutes in the initiation medium. B represent the callus of stem. As you see, the texture, the color of the callus also different between different explants. Here, you see the callus turn to black or brown because this is a very long-term exposure period. We see in our study that short-term exposure period has an effective or stimulative effect on callus and regeneration. But when we increase the time needed for callus induction, we saw that there is a negative effect. So the effect of ultrasound depends on the time, the type of explant, and the frequency. Also, another positive effect for ultrasound is increasing the ability of callus for shooting. Yes. The ability of callus for shooting was increased very clearly, and we achieve a plantlet, a full plantlet, as we saw here. The percent be 1 as 1 point يعني أضعاف. Also here the positive effect of ultrasonic waves on shoot regeneration from shoot tip callus. As you see, when expose this callus to 35 minutes, the percent of callus or shoot regeneration increased to be 1.20%. This is the process of shoot regeneration from callus. I represent the stem callus after 15 days of exposure. B represent the shoot tip, shoot regeneration from shoot tip of callus, shoot tip regeneration from shoot tip callus, and this elongation or development of shoot tip. Here, the final process for shooting or plantlet regeneration from callus will be after we achieve the shoots. These shoots must produce a rooting system. So we transfer them in a suitable medium for rooting. And we see these roots, these should produce root system. In addition, also ultrasonic waves has a positive effect on total protein content of the Cassia aquatifolia callus. As we see, these effects vary according to the exposure period and the type also of explant. The conclusion, as we said, this work clearly showed that short-term exposure period to ultrasonic waves have or can accelerate callus growth, induction, also increase total protein content. So we can conclude that we can use or apply this physical factor as a stimulator in plant tissue culture to increase or to achieve, especially for medicinal plant. Also, you can, in the future, we may apply this positive effect on extraction of natural compound from this medicinal plant. The researchers or different studies suggested that also the chemical compounds will be different, vary in concentration of these chemical compounds and increase the production, maybe in even in a bioreactor. We can apply this, but by using another type of cell culture, plant tissue culture, which is called cell suspension culture. This type, cell suspension culture, could be applied to increase the natural compound. And thank you for your listening. If you have any question, I'm ready to hear from you.
Dr. Shifa Muhammad Saleh. Now we open for if there is any questions, she can answer.
Yes, Dr. Reem.
How is the effect of the different doses of ultrasound and different time exposure?
Just the mic to everybody can hear you.
Pardon?
What's the effect of the different doses of ultrasound and different
Yes, period. On the cell. On the cell, you mean?
Yes,
Yes.
on the chemical components at the end. So
Yes,
when you extract the chemicals.
Yes, there are many suggestions for this phenomenon. Some scientists said that exposure to ultrasonic waves forming or generated a phenomenon called acoustic cavitation. This acoustic cavitation affect the plant or the plant cell mechanically. So it will be increase the streaming of compound or molecules in the cell. So ultimately it will be increase the growth because it will be facilitated the entry of these important material to the plant.
Thank you.
Yes. Another question?
Okay, thank you so much.
Welcome. Welcome.
Next speaker, Engineer Ali Rafid is from Nature Conservation Association, and he's retired, I think, from the video, as I heard from him.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
So please welcome Engineer Ali.
هذا الكرسي مكانه كذا. This is the pointer. Okay. How? Yes. Okay. Yes. And then, yes. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My name is Ali Rafid. I am a member of a society which is called the Nature Conservation Society. This is an under establishment, but we are working under the initiative, awareness initiative, which is authorized already from the authorities. My topic is about one of the unique trees in the wild, which is growing in Dhofar south area as well as in the north of Oman. This is how it looks like in the wild, and the flowers, and you see the buds as well. I'm going to explain more in ecological, economic, and medical importance of this plant. These are the contents of the presentation: introduction, scientific classification, the plant morphology, bean oil properties, which is it's oil from the seeds, ecological, economic, and medical importance, tradition and scientific uses of Moringa peregrina. The recommendations for the tree, references, and then closing. This tree is distributed in the Arabian Peninsula as well as in the east of Africa. It is tolerant to drought and heat. Seeds are rich in quality oil, one of the most important suitable trees in the arid environments. As you can see, also its honey is one of the best honey in the world, worldwide. This is the scientific classification, taxonomy. There are 13 species in the genus of Moringa, and they are belong to the Moringa family, or Moringa's family. The first one is famous. It is Indian. They call it Indian tree, which is now worldwide, has been planted worldwide, and most of it they use it as nutritions and other medical treatments. The second one is the Moringa peregrina, which is I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. The plant morphology is that the tubers or the roots at the beginning of the plant, when it is in the early stage, it is like a potato. The roots, it looks like a potato. The height, average height of the tree is 10 meters almost, and the leaves are drooping leaves. They also the length of those leaves are about 30 centimeters. The buds cylindrical shape, and they also the length is 30 centimeters again, and they are holding very rich of oil seeds. The flowers are white, pinky, and they have 5 petals. The oil, historically and also in our local name, it is we call it bean tree. And historically, the oil is called bean oil as well. Since 16th or 17th century, it has been used in the Europe and in Egypt and some other countries. Only traditionally at that time. The oil is extracted from the seeds, and there are 3 types of extraction. And the best one is the cold press, because the oil will be clean and natural by itself, and it doesn't need any more filtration. This oil is eatable traditionally, and high quality, high oxidative, stable, clear, and non-rancid. The ecological importance is that this tree has been assessed 2020 by IUCN, and it has been put in the red list as LC, least concern. But it is declining, the population is declining, and we have to do some programs to reforest again. This tree is combating desertification, adapting to harsh environment, promoting biodiversity, mitigating climate change, contributes to the ecosystem stability, sustain water resources. The economic importance is that the bean oil used for cooking, cosmetics, perfumes, the oil as well used in it is long lasting, shelf period is long, has high value worldwide. The leaves used are animal feed as well as used for human nutrition. The medical importance that the bean oil is rich of oleic acid, phytosterols, and tocopherols, like vitamin E. So that's the tradition. Traditionally, it is used as cooking, machinery, lubrication, perfume carrier. And by lab research, the findings are the treatments for inflammation, the wounds treatment, rheumatism, and hair treatment. It is also for used too much in cosmetics, and the findings also antioxidant, antimicrobial, and anti-obesity. The seeds cake, which after pressing the oil, the remaining will be rich in protein, and that's why it is used for animal feed and water purification, and it is also used for fertilizer for the farms. It is rich in nitrogen and phosphorus. The lab research findings here is that cosmetics is for this the remains is full of protein, antimicrobial. As you see the X at the bottom, the X's are there is no up to now clinical trials for all these findings of the lab and studies. The other parts of the tree, the flowers rich in vitamin C, and traditionally it is used like a tea or perfume and tonic as well. The lab research findings are antioxidant and anti-cancer. There is no clinical trials as well. The part of the tree, traditionally it is digestive system, the stomach disorder. In the lab findings, there is impact on the kidney stones, antioxidant activities. The roots and bark, both of them, they contain a little bit of toxic up to some level, and that's why it is not edible. They are not only by specialists. They give very little amount of these parts. So in the roots, it is used like for the rheumatism, joint pain, and stomach ailments. Tonic as well, and the flavoring of spice substitution. It's like a ginger somehow, but in a very limited amount. The research findings, it is for pain relief, antimicrobial, anti-cancer, a potential. It has got a potential to attack the cancer cells. The recommendations for this is the oil and leaves are safe, traditionally as well as in the findings of the labs and studies. The other parts with expert guidance. The research and clinic trials unlock pharmacological potential. Invest in projects, medicine, pharma, cosmetics. The partnership is required to be between universities and government and industry to go further for this, utilize and apply more concentration on this tree. The conservation and reforestation is required to protect habitats, fight desertification, because this plant is can grow anywhere. That it is suitable to plant it in the desert area, which is helps in these programs. These are the references that I found. I'm not just going through it. And finally, this tree is native to Oman, a nature treasure in the wild for health, environment, and future generations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Engineer Ali, for your scientific, you can say that, research about the moringa type. Now we're going to open the floor for question and answer from him. If there is anyone have any questions. Okay, that's mean there is no doubt about your presentation. If there is no, it means that very clear. Maybe I'm going to ask you on a question, General Ali. What do you think about using the product of this kind of plants for treatments formally with the Ministry of Health? Do you think that there is a relationship or there is any channel between Ministry of Health and your association, for example, to get some kind of treatment product?
So far, this plant is not used for, officially, for treatment diseases. But the findings from labs, there is a hope in future to, to get products to treat some of the chronic diseases. This is my and my colleagues' hope.
Yes. How about the extension of that tree in our land? As a nature, is it that big?
It is growing in the wild, but unfortunately, it is the population is declining.
Due to
overgrazing and other maybe
factors.
Other factors.
Okay. Is there any question? Okay, please go ahead.
So thank you for the presentation. Is there any funding or investment in Oman to pursue more studies on this?
To study, so far, it's not in my knowledge. But planting farms, they are just started in the north, as well as there are some, concentration to this plant recently. In the south area, I haven't seen any candidates study this plant.
So there's no investment in
No, not so far.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Mr. Ali. Now we go to the next speaker. She will be Miss Amina Salim Qamsaid from Oman, of course. And she's from the College of Arts and Applied Science here in Dhofar University. شكرا. لا ما شاء الله عليك، تبارك الرحمن، جزاك الله خير على جهودك.
Should I put it here? Can you see?
That's okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's okay.
It's a sofa. ساعتين كثير.
لا 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 ما لا. Okay, please.
So first, welcome to all of you. Let me introduce myself. I'm Amina Gamsait Al-Mahri. I'm a student at the College of Artists and Applied Sciences, Department of Education here at Dhofar University. I'm interested in the field and heritage and culture, especially those related to the western deserts of Dhofar, because I think it doesn't receive the required attention it deserves. So my research, it's about the traditional healing with medicinal plants in the western desert of Dhofar. In this research, I focused to two well-known plants with multiple uses, namely Bignum harmala and aloe vera, in order to highlight their importance in traditional practices and folk medicine in the region. As we know, the medicinal plants has always been important in human life since ancient time, because they use it in their tradition as a natural treatment to heal wounds and cure disease, and also to survive in difficult conditions. So even today, this traditional knowledge is still a part of the culture and heritage, especially in Dhofar, the western Dhofar, where plants are closely linked to a daily life and survival in the desert. This is why this research is important. It aims to record and document parts of the traditional knowledge about the use of these medical plants, and this knowledge is passed down from the ancestors through generation, not in books, just by the word and stories from the elderly and natural loyalists. For the research problem, although medical plants have been used in traditional practices since ancient time, accurate knowledge about their shapes and distribution and benefits, it's still limited. The knowledge needs scientific documentation and to preserve the heritage and highlight medicine value. It's a medicine value. For the objectives in this research, it's identify the shapes and distribution of harmala and aloe vera, explain their main traditional medicine benefits, collect popular knowledge about the uses from the people they live in the western desert, and connect this knowledge with the scientific sources and previous studies. Emphasize the importance of perceiving and documenting plants' heritage. For the methodology, I use the descriptive and analytical approaches and collect the information from the people they live in the western desert and ask them how they use these medicinal plants to survive in the desert. For the first plant is Bignum harmala, and this plant are perennial herb that grows about 13 to 16 centimeters. Its leaves are deeply divided into narrow parts. For the flower, as we see here in the picture, it's a single white flower with a yellow tint, and the fruit here are brown round capsules with 3 openings. This plant has a very strong smell. In the Arabic medicine, they called it harman or wood rue. but in our language, Mahri language, in the Western Desert, we called it adfir. In the old sources, in the old medicinal sources, described it to use it for treating stomach problem and the body disorders, and it leaves help to remove the moisture and heat from the body. This plant is common in many parts of the Western Desert of Dhofar, but especially in the mountains and high plateaus. But collecting it seems to be so hard because it's grow in difficult places. Harmala is a plant. Harmala is a plant well known for its healing benefits. It sees help to remove the tapeworms and fight bacteria and microbes from the intestines, and also one of its main compounds. Harmala, it's used to treat fever and stimulate the nervous system, and also to relaxing the heart muscles and lowering the blood pressure. The people in the Western Desert also use it in their traditional practices. They ground the leaves and rub on the body because of help to the stomach pain, and also the women after childbirth, they use it to ease pain and recover faster. It was also applied to skin rasher and used for increased milk production. However, despite its benefits for human, it found it to be poisonous to some animals because it's sometimes causing blindness, especially to the camels. When I asked the people there, they said maybe they put it close to the eyes or direct to the skin. But when they use it as different ways, actually it works. For the second plant, here as we saw in this picture, it grows at a high plateaus. For the second plant is aloe vera. Of course, all of us know the plant aloe vera. It can grow to a half meter tall. It has shallow roots and thick, juicy. It leaves flat leaves with a leathery texture. The leaves are long with spine edges, and their length are between 25 and 15 centimeters. It blooms in spring and summer. It's also wide-hanging flowers that can be yellow or red, depending on the type. For the fruit are small capsules that contain many seeds. The aloe vera is collecting after cutting the leaves from the base, and then the leaves are cutting across so the sticky juicy come out. The juice then slowly heated to remove the water, and it becomes either a thick liquid with a brown yellow color or completely dry dark pieces, or its color brown almost to black with the different sizes and shapes. Or maybe a powder, just a powder. The aloe juice has a light smell and very bitter taste. For the traditional usage, the aloe vera, it's common in the Western Desert, so the people there have known it for a long time. They use it as for the medicine in their daily life. It was their first treatment to the skin problem, especially burns, because it's clean the wounds and prevent infection and reduces pain. They also use it to another skin problem like ulcers and allergies, which made it trusted and important remedy. The juice was also used to help with breathing problem and with a sores that affect the eyes. Traditionally, aloe juice was used to treat shortness breath, and dry cough. They also applied it to the eyes problem, like eyes infection and eye swelling. And actually, it's proved helpful to reducing these symptoms. Here is the juice liquid. For the results, the harmala and aloe vera are among the most common plants in traditional medicine in the region. Their medicine uses are diverse and included treating disease and wounds. Traditional knowledge of these plants is still alive among the people that live in the Western desert. There is evidence of health benefits supported by both old and modern scientific sources. More scientific studies are needed to confirm and develop their uses. For the conclusion, this research shows us the importance of medicinal plants such as harmala and aloe vera, as we saw in this research, in folk heritage and traditional medicines. It also highlights the need for scientific studies to preserve this knowledge and expand it for the future benefits. And the end, thank you for listening. I'm sorry, maybe I feel a little bit nervous because it's my first experience. So if you have any questions, I'm ready to answer it.
Thank you so much to Ms. Amina and for this giving good knowledge about the promising medicinal plants in our region. Thank you so much. If there is any questions, please, you open the floor.
No.
That's mean your presentation is very clear, no doubt about it. So everybody is understanding. Thank you so much. Yusuf, okay, go ahead.
Who is he?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to ask you, there is any test about the plant you mentioned? Any lab test is the proof that the benefits of these plants in the lab or in the Dhofar University?
Dhofar University? No. But you mean how they use it, the medicinal plants in our life in the Western desert? Yeah. Till today, we don't use it so much. Of course, we know why. Because the people, when they got disease, they directly go to the hospital. They don't ask about these plants or what we do with them.
And the species of the aloe vera, I think in Dhofar, is different from the desert area to the...
Yes, of course, it's different, yes. Yeah, I saw before it's depending on the type. Yes, also it's different.
I just have an addition. Because you ask you about if there is any study in the lab. During my MSc study, I work on...
Here at Dhofar University?
No, in Mosul University.
Mosul.
On Piganum harmala in tissue culture. Okay. So I succeeded in regeneration a whole plant in the lab. Using plant tissue culture.
Thank you for clarifying. Okay, thank you, Amina. Thank you so much.
I should ask you after this.
Yeah. We're going to the next speaker now. Professor Samin Khan. Yeah, he's from Dhofar University, from College of Arts and Applied Science. Welcome, Doctor. Yeah. حياك الله حياك الله شو فيديو ايوه صح نباتات كثير طبية موجودة تحتاج اهتمام بس.
Assalamu alaikum. Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Before I begin my presentation, I am very happy to see our young students make a presentation. It's always a pleasure to see our students present their work before us. Now, my name is Samin Ahmed Khan. I wish her a lot of success and wish to see more students in times to come. See, my name is Samin Ahmed Khan. And today I'll be talking about the UNESCO Sultan Qaboos Prize for Environmental Presentation. See, His late Majesty had a keen interest in development in all directions, including environment. And today I would like to mention two of his travels which he made. One was to UNESCO in 1989 and one was to the Rio Summit in Brazil in 1992. And he had a keen interest in environment, and he made this statement: the conservation of the environment is the responsibility of all of us, a responsibility that knows no political boundaries. Now, his interest in environment is evident by the establishment of several entities. In 1974, they established the Office of the Advisors for the Conservation of the Environment. Then in 1979, an Environment Protection and Pollution Control Council was established. Then in 1984, Ministry of Environment, followed by Ministry of Water Resources in 1985, and finally a full Ministry of Environment and Climate Affairs in 2007. See, in 1974, very few scientists and very few governments were thinking about environment. They were more interested in other things. So His Majesty had a long vision ahead of many others in looking at the environment. Now, in this slide, I will talk about his visit to UNESCO. He went to the UNESCO and on 1st June, he made a speech where he enforced the vision of UNESCO in pursuing the safety of the environment. And during that momentous visit, he suggested to establish a prize for the environment. See, at that time, very few governments and very few scientists were talking about environment. And he not only talked about the safety of the environment, but he also said that we should establish a prize which will recognize environmental efforts. So on 1st June, he suggested this, and in November, the prize was fully established by UNESCO in its 132nd board meeting. See, in UNESCO, the things have to go through a particular process, and it has to be voted by the member states. So the process is not straightforward, but it was done very fast. For other things, it takes normally several years, up to 4 years. I can give you examples. And now I'll read out this statement. The purpose of the UNESCO Sultan Qaboos Prize for Environmental Conservation is to afford recognition to outstanding contributions by individuals, group of individuals, institutes, or organizations who have contributed to the environmental and natural resources. See, this statement is quite comprehensive and quite strong. It covers all areas of environmental conservation. It includes research scholars, governments, individuals, organizations, and non-government organizations. So anybody or any group of people who are contributing to environmental conservation become eligible to apply for this prize. Then the responsibility of giving the prize was given to UNESCO, and UNESCO has several governing bodies within the UNESCO system. For example, the Board of Natural Sciences, and the responsibility of this prize was given to the Man and the Biosphere Program, MAB. Now, what about the prize itself? The prize consists of a diploma, a medal, and a cash endowment of US $100,000. This is quite a big amount. For example, the Nobel Prize is $1 million. In the environment, there are very few prizes at the international level. This was the first, probably the first international prize, and definitely the first prize from the Middle East, from the Arab world at an international level. And now it is for $100,000. It started with $30,000. See, the prize has a particular amount, but a much larger amount has to be submitted to UNESCO so that it can generate enough revenue to keep the prize going year after year. And the inaugural prize was given in 1991 to Mexico. See, during 1991 to 2001, the award ceremony took place at the UNESCO headquarters. And during 2003 to 2024, the prize is being given at the World Science Forum. Those who are not familiar, World Science Forum is a forum to discuss the government's science policies, how to implement science policies at the grassroots levels, and what kind of policies are needed in times to come. For example, new technologies are coming like AI. So what should be the policies to handle this kind of new technologies which are emerging? Now, the prize has been awarded 17 times during 1991 to 2024, and to date 19 organizations from 19 countries and 4 individuals from 4 countries have received the prize. See, the work related to environment is usually done in a group. So majority of the prizes have been given to organizations. Now, Mexico was the first country to receive the prize, and Mexico is the only country which received the prize 2 times. All other countries have received the prize only 1 time. If you want, we can look at the list. It is Mexico, Czech Republic, and so forth. And the recent prizes were to Singapore, India, Costa Rica, Malaysia, and Namibia. Now, I'd like to point out few things about the 2 prizes which were more recent, and I attended their ceremonies at the World Science Forum. See, the prize in 2017 was given to Singapore for developing a totally green environment, which it took them about more than 2 decades. And now we can say Singapore is a city in a garden. Now, the Singapore's work was more to do with the planting of trees at the grassroots level, and it had its own national and international impact. Now, let's look at the 2019 prize. The 2019 prize was given to Ashoka Trust based in Bangalore. So this is more of a scientific organization, more like a university, and Ashoka Trust does training programs in conserving environment at the bachelor's level, the master's level, and they also have a doctoral program, and they also publish certain journals. See, during the pandemic, the date changed from odd years to even years. Previously, the prize was given in odd years, but both the World Science Forum and the UNESCO prize shifted to even years. So the next prize will be in 2026, and the nomination deadline is on 15th of July. Now here I'll point out present some postage stamps. It's not to do with the postage stamps per se. What I want to point out is Oman has been thinking about environment both nationally and internationally since a very long time. See, the International Environment Day is observed on 5th of June. So way back in 1987, Oman issued a postage stamp. Then 18th November is the National Day of Oman, and in 2002 they declared it the Year of the Environment by Oman for that year. And the third is a postage stamp on frankincense. Since this conference is on frankincense, I decided to include this. This stamp was issued in 1985. So for the long time, Oman government has been committed to environment. Now, in recent years, Oman is taking a lot of interest in green energy initiatives. See, the fossil fuels have their own difficulties and cause certain type of pollution. To overcome that, we have to look for renewable energy sources. So by 2030, Oman targets to have 30% of its electricity generated by renewable sources like solar energy, then green hydrogen, and this is in compliance with the Oman 2040 Vision for National Energy Strategy. Now, Dhofar University also has a long association with UNESCO. I will point out 2 things. One of them is in the slide. UNESCO Chair in Science and Innovation for Environmental Sustainability has been given to Dhofar University. This is a very prestigious UNESCO chair, and it will be held by one of our colleagues who is in the other hall chairing a session. Dr. Mazharul Islam, he is a professor of chemical engineering at Dhofar University. And the other association is through our participation in some important conferences held at UNESCO. In 2015, there was a conference on Ibn al-Haytham. and I was the only speaker from Oman, and there were only 2 speakers from whole of GCC, one from Saudi Arabia and myself from Oman. Now I will end this presentation with 2 quotations. One quotation is from the hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him. Do not waste water, even if you perform your ablution on the banks of an abundantly flowing river. What's ablution? See, the Muslims pray 5 times a day. They have to wash their face and the hands and the feet. So even if you are on a river bank of an abundantly flowing river, you are not supposed to waste even 1 drop of water. So this is it's a binding duty on every person to respect the environment and safeguard it. Now the next quotation is, normally we inherit lot of wealth from our parents or some property or something, but the environment we borrow from our children and grandchildren. Whatever mistakes we make in destroying the environment, it will impact our children and grandchildren. So we should be very conscious about the environment, and if we do good, our children and grandchildren will inherit a good environment. So we should be conscious about that. And there are several, I've been publishing about it since 2010 or something, and I have selected these publications. The first one is on the Singapore Index for Climate Change. In the 2017 prize, Singapore was also recognized. It has assigned a numerical index on the quality of environment and its conservation. So I published a short note on that in Nature, and then I've been covering this prize in 15, 17, 19, 21 in a Scopus Index journal. Then there are some publications related to future of renewable energy, which I published with my colleagues. Then the recycling of grey waters from mosque in Oman. And there are 2 publications with a young school student on dates and blessed tree of olive. Then there are 3 chapters. One was published by the national newspaper Oman Observer, and a chapter was published by New York publisher, Nova Publishers, and they republished this chapter in a 11-volume encyclopedia of climate change. And I have copies of my articles here. And what prompted me to publish these chapters was the Mekunu. So in 2018, we had the cyclonic storm where we had a very heavy rainfall and very heavy winds. 5 years of rainfall, which is the average of Dhofar region, took place in few hours. And Oman was fully prepared to handle that. There was no interruption of power supplies, no interruption of landlines, phone landlines, no interruption of municipality powers or anything. And life went on very smoothly. I was present in Salala when that happened, and many others might have been present. So that prompted me to write these 3 chapters pointing out to Oman's preparedness for natural calamities. May God protect us, but we have to be prepared for environmental disasters, as the heavy rains have become very common in many parts of the world. We have heavy rains of several years within a day or 2. And these are the copies of my articles. If anybody wishes, I can give them a copy. Thank you very much for your patient listening.
Thank you so much, Professor Samin Khan, for your valuable topics, UNESCO prizes from the past. It's Majesty Sultan Qaboos. May Allah bless him in his grave. I don't know, I expect to have some questions from you for Professor. Anyone? Okay, I may just ask one question, if you don't mind, just to clarify for us. Of course, this is the prize. I don't know if researcher of any institute like to get fund for their project, for example, not as a project, just to fund their project. Is it one of the...
No, they do not fund it, they just give the prize. That's all. Because this endowment is dedicated to the prize.
Okay, for UNESCO, for example, let us say the cooperation between the Dhofar University and the Ministry of Agriculture, they like to have a chair in UNESCO.
Yes.
Do you have any idea about the way how to do that?
I don't have any idea, because I just know that the chair was given to Dr. Mazhar, to the university, through Dr. Mazhar. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much again, Professor, for your And by this we close our evening session today. And inshallah we hope that to see you for tomorrow program. Thank you so much for all of you. Thank you. Thank you. خلاص شكرا جزيلا. الله خلاص